And welcome back, Amador County. Joined this morning, Greta McElroy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Here from the Amador County Elections Department.
Indeed.
Here to talk to us about being registered, making sure if you're a newcomer to Amador County, and a number of other things. So where do you want to start?
Probably the very first thing I'd like to talk about is what people need to know, voters need to know, both because right now they have been signing and are still perhaps doing some signing of petitions, and also to get ready for the election itself. Every time you move, and this is the big thing because people forget, is that once you get registered, that's great, but if you move at all from one department to another, from one house to another, whatever, you need to re-register. And that way, because you are precincted within where you live.
Right.
And so we have to know exactly where your residence is, and so therefore you have to do it. And it's really easy these days to re-register. You can do it the way we're all used to, which is on paper, and you can pick up those forms at any post office or our office, or usually libraries have them. You can also go online, which is the big, easy way to do it these days,
Right.
is that you go on to SOS, Secretary of State, so sos.ca.gov, and there is a form. The first thing you see is a big yellow button that says register to vote. Press that, fill out the form. It takes about 2 minutes. Push the button, we will have it, and get you registered. You're registered within a day or so.
If you wanted to re-register under a different category, is that possible to do online as well?
Absolutely, you can register any way you want to. Okay. Category meaning a different party?
Yeah, different party.
Absolutely. If you want to change party, you want to, excuse me, change your address, even your name. Particularly with women, they have a choice, of course, when they get married to keep their own name or to use their married name, and so that works as well.
Okay. What date do you know that the absentee ballots would have to be sent in?
Well, okay, absentee ballots, we send them out 88 days ahead of time, and 29 days ahead of time, and they need to be sent in so that we receive them on election day. Okay, there's no mail postmark. There's none of that. We have to have it in our hands by 8 o'clock on election night.
Okay.
So you can mail it in. You can drop it off at any polling place in the county or our office.
Great. Seems like a busy day on election day. It's like a lot of volunteers at different polling spots.
I think that's very true. I've only been in this county for 9 months. I've had this job for 9 months. I spent 15 years in San Mateo, and so it's rather larger, and we have a lot of people. My understanding here, June will be my very first election here, and I'm looking forward to that. There are poll workers, and so there's usually 4 people at each polling place to help the voters. And then we have extra help. We have people who come in especially for election night and prior to that to handle the vote by mail, ballots and various things that we already have. And so, yeah, there's extra people and a lot of fun and kind of vim.
Are we kind of at the top as far as voter turnout here in Amador County?
At the top, as in...
Percentage-wise?
I'm very impressed with it, actually. Your routine turnout's about 72 to 76%, which is darn good. And I'm kind of used to, especially in some of the smaller elections and things, sometimes I'm used
50,
to 30.
Oh, 30,
so,
wow.
75 is really impressive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So do you think in 2016 we're going to have a large turnout because of the presidential election?
I certainly hope so. That's what we like.
Right.
We like large turnouts, and we also like wide margins.
Right.
It makes our lives much easier.
Sure, great. Speaking with Greta McElroy this morning, talking about the upcoming election.
Absolutely.
And you can still register to vote?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Last day to register to vote is May 19th.
Okay.
So we still have a ways to get that in.
Okay. And again, you can either go online on the website again.
Is sos.ca.gov.
Okay. And if you're not on the internet, how else would you register?
Absolutely. You can come into my office. You can go to any post office. You can go to any library, and they will have forms right there. Or you can call us, and we will send you one.
Or there will be a special interest group outside of Walmart
Absolutely.
trying to tell you which way you should do it.
That's right. And if in case they have a petition, please sign so that I can read it. Print your name and then sign it.
And make sure you have the correct address, because I have
That's
two, I have
right.
two addresses in Jackson, and one time signed something and put the
The
other
wrong one.
address than the one that I'm actually officially registered at, and it didn't count, even though it was me,
That's right.
and I am from this city and this and
Absolutely.
that, and it just
No,
Yeah.
can't count.
I have
So-
two addresses. I need to remember which one
Well,
which
and
one I'm
people-
registered to.
And people who have post offices, they forget that they have to have a residence address on those things.
Right.
We don't care about your post office.
Right.
So,
Because
yeah.
anybody could have a post office in any
Right.
location.
Well, and we would have no idea what kind of a ballot you should have
Right.
because we don't know where you live.
Great. Greta, thanks for coming in the studio.
You're welcome.
And get out there on election day and make your vote count.
Absolutely.
We're going to go to an ad break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.